Hello, I just bought a new computer for music production and video editing. Let's talk about it. So I have been struggling with my laptop as my main computer for music production and for editing these videos. Even though it is a 2020 gaming laptop, I felt it was holding me down and wanted something with a lot more power. I pondered between a Mac or Windows PC. First of all, everyone in the music industry uses Macs, even though they are expensive. The word is, if you want to be a pro, you need to buy a pro machine. For a bit of a backstory, I have always used Windows machines. From when I was a kid, I used to build computers and make them work. So I was wary of turning to the Mac side, as I know all the ins and outs of Windows. Also, the blue screen of death, the dreaded thing that Windows users get all the time while Macs do not. That didn't happen to me in many years, something that really made me confident that I know how to use this operating system. I also checked the prices, and Macs usually charge you about 200 euros for any upgrade you make from the baseline Mac, and you reach huge numbers with that mentality. The pricing is obviously a lot better on the Windows side. Keeping those things in mind, I settled for Windows. But would I get a desktop computer or a laptop? Well, I still had a decent laptop, my Asus G15, so I went for the power, a PC build. I decided to build my own PC at home, just like I used to do in my childhood, as I wanted that feeling of doing something with your own hands. I went to YouTube for guidance, and sure enough, I found some tutorial for my needs. I will leave links in the description for everything. First things first, I needed a good processor, but I didn't want the heat that you have to manage with all these newer CPUs. I have the PC at my feet, and I don't have to feel like I am near an oven all the time. I opted for the AMD 7900 Non-X series, a processor that has 12 cores. Music programs usually benefit a lot from higher core count. This particular processor doesn't draw much power, which means I can have a lower power supply unit, or PSU as they are referred to in the computer industry. The processor also comes with a cooler that I deemed worthy to cool it, so I gave it a try. These things cut my expenses quite a lot. Second thing, the motherboard was selected with price in mind. A middle tier Gigabyte Aorus 650B. Because the processor is on AM5 socket, this motherboard has a lot of future proofing. Connectivity wise, it is a dream. Going from my laptop to this feels like a world of opportunity has come my way. There are plugs for all your needs and then some. For the SSD, I opted for a 2TB Samsung 9090 Pro, and I still have 2 more slots on the motherboard that I can populate. For the RAM, I selected the Corsair Vengeance 64 gigs with 6000 MHz frequency. This occupied 2 of my slots on the motherboard, and if I want, I can push to 128 gigs in the future. These last two were one more thing that made me go for Windows and not Mac. The upgrades for such high stats on a Mac might cost an arm and a leg, but this was quite cheap. For the graphics card, I went with the RTX 4700 from Nvidia, as I don't game, but I do need some power under the hood for video editing. This was the most expensive component on this build. It's nice to notice that if you only use the PC for audio production, you can remove the video card as the processor comes in with its own. It's not escapable, but enough to run Windows and your DAW. I rounded up the build with the case from Be Quiet. The name was a standout for me, so I just bought it. Last but not least, the Gigabyte 850 watts power supply which was fairly priced. I've put them together closely, watching instructions, and even though I hit some bumps along the way, my build was complete. Now it was time to put the audio latency to the test using latency mon. What do you know? It is really good, no dropouts. The temperatures are quite good, hovering around 55 to 60 degrees Celsius with the boost disabled. To disable the boost, I will leave a link in the description on how to do it. If you want more power, there is also a PBO option in the BIOS. I personally have not tried it as I didn't feel the need for it. But if you do try, let me know how it went down in the comments section. To test it out, I devised a plan to see how far it will go. I've put the latency on 128 samples, sample rate to 48 kHz, and made this loop. The melodic line is made with Serum, which we know is a very CPU-hungry plugin. I will duplicate this track many times and see where I start getting cracks. I will put the volume to -infinity so our ears are not bothered. But make no mistakes, the tracks are still pulling power from the CPU. This test is inspired by Dom Sigalas, so shout out to him. Now let's see. 14 sounds okay. Let's double the ante. $54. Sounds okay. $69. Sounds good. How about 84? Yeah. 99. Let's go. I think we want more. 114. Yeah, it's good. Sounds good. 129. Remember, this is 128 samples. 144. Sounds good. $159. Still going. $174. Sounds good. Let's try one more. Oh, this is it. Let's back up a little. A bit more. So 174 wasn't a fluke. 76. That's the highest it can go on 128 samples. Also, the temperature is right. In my book, that is really respectable and a testament that today's technology can really pack a punch. For some final thoughts, I've been using this PC for about a month and I am really quite happy with it. It responds fast, it's reasonably silent, it doesn't overheat and it doesn't draw too much power. I would say I've made the right choice for me. What is your go-to machine for making music and why did you buy it? Comment down in the description. Also, if you want to learn how to live loop, check out this video. Cheers!